Welcome to this Blackpool Music School video all about the Dulcimer Strumstick. In this video I'll explain to you what a Dulcimer and a Strumstick is and why it separates itself from other instruments. So let's get started. Normally this is a 4-string Dulcimer, one string, another string and strings tuned and played in pairs. That is a Dulcimer. You will also notice there are larger gaps between the frets. So that means certain notes are not available to you on this machine. Think of it as diatonic. You can get diatonic harmonicas. They are harmonicas that are tuned to a key. So you might get a C diatonic harmonica, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, all those. Now you can play other keys on them, but they're particularly useful for the key of the song you're playing in, and that is the same with these. This is tuned D, A, D, so you can play songs in D quite easy on this instrument. It's not saying you can't play in other keys, but it's a bit hard. You can play in certain keys but not all of them. If this had proper fretting spacing with more frets on, you certainly could, but we're limited mainly to the key of D in this. So it's got 3 or 4 strings and those type of spacings, like you say. So this is tuned D, A, D, so okay. That is a strum on the D Dulcimer Strumstick. Now this is my G tuned Dulcimer Strumstick. You will notice there's still the same spacing there, larger than on a guitar and stuff like that. And this is again 4 strings. This is my G tuned Dulcimer, G, D, G. Again, there's a pair of parallel strings there. In reality it could be single strings, it really makes no difference. So this is tuned to G. So it sounds particularly good in G. You can play in other keys like the D tuned Dulcimer, but for G this would be the easiest one to play. Now this is my cigar box guitar Dulcimer. You will notice this time only 3 strings, the same gaps between the frets, and the cigar box at the bottom. This is tuned F, C, F. So it's particularly useful for playing songs in the key of F. That's Foxtrot. So again you've got a D, a G and an F tuned Dulcimer. They will always have these large gaps there between the frets. On a guitar there'd be one there and there'd be one there. Some of the smaller gaps there wouldn't, but when there's a big gap, shall we say 3 fingers wide like that, there'd probably be another fret there on a guitar. That would enable you to play in other keys. But the Dulcimer isn't designed like that. It's mainly designed for playing in the key you're tuned in. So staying on this F tuned Dulcimer, if we're to play an F chord, that's the nut, that's the 1st fret, that's the 2nd, okay? If you strum that, that's an F chord. Obeying of the same rule, but going back to the D tuned Dulcimer. So we've got nut, 1st fret, 2nd fret, that is now in the key of D. And if we were to change back to the G tuned Dulcimer, that same fret there is in the key of G. So when you change tunings, you still use the same fingering, but you'll be playing in a different key. So that's why people use Dulcimers. So again, we'll talk about the tuning now. This is tuned root, 5th, root. So are all the others. The 2 outer strings are root. That's the key you're in. The string in the middle is the 5th note of the scale. So we're in the key of G here. So G, A, B, C, D. So the root and the 5th are G and D. So the root is the 2 outer strings, G, and the middle string is D. If we wanted to turn this to a A-tuned dulcimer, again, you can tune it up. It depends on your strings and how well made your dulcimer is. I personally wouldn't, but this is just for an example. If you were to tune it to A, E, A, so that's A the outer strings and E the middle strings, you would have a A-tuned dulcimer. So that chord there becomes an A chord, though I wouldn't do that personally. This is just an example so that you can see you can tune it differently. Like I say, you can play other keys on these. Like I said, I'll post some videos on all these in the coming months, but that's the basic principle behind the Dulcimer Strumstick. Now again, you don't have to tune it that way. Other people tune them other ways. But this is just an explanation, please forgive me, first day with a new mouth, on why this is a Dulcimer Strumstick. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Blackpool Music Skill. The more thumbs up we get, and the more subscribers we get, the more videos we will post. So until next time, take care, keep practicing, keep playing, and as always, goodbye.